Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. In this one, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Hey, Allie.
Lou Williams.
He's just a walking bucket in the alley. Thanks a lot for that. So the Clippers win the tip, and the starting lineup for the Nets. Harris the 3 with Durant at the 4. Kyrie Irving out there with James Harden. And it's Jordan in at the center position. George outside. Fires for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Last time they met in Los Angeles where they beat the Clippers. Pass to Durant. From the high post, he squares up and sinks it. All right, Grant, here we are in mid-season now. Tell me how players mentally cope with the grind of an NBA schedule.
NBA, it is definitely a grind. As they say, the NBA, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And in order to endure the length of the season, you have to get away from it. You have to preoccupy yourself with things that aren't basketball related. A lot of guys have outside interests, they have hobbies, things that take their mind off of the stress of the NBA season. That, in part, allows them to stay fresh and be at their best when they're on the court during the grind of the year.
Ibaka finds Beverly. George against Harden. Leonard left side, just 5 to shoot. Over Harris. Leonard, good.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Three-pointer, Harden nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Beverly against Harden. And Beverly gets it to go.
Mr. Beverly competing on the inside. Okay, Pat.
You know, Grant, Pat Beverly said he's trying to be the best defender on the planet. And the way he competes, I believe him.
I believe it too. I mean, this young man from Chicago spent 5 years fighting and scrapping overseas. Defense became his meal ticket. But even in the NBA, he's never lost that chip on his shoulder.
That's good from Harden. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
It's George on the wing. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
Outside Harden. Back to Irving. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
Irving against George. And the jam by George!
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Outside Irving. Pass to Harden. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Ibaka. The Clippers have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. And Leonard, here we go. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It'll go on Joe Harris. Boy, Doris, the calm demeanor of Kawhi Leonard. It's paying dividends in the big moments.
He's unafraid when the game's on the line. He'll be aggressive. He doesn't shy away from responsibility. One coach said his meter doesn't run too hot or too cold.
Zubac, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Beverly.
Well, you get the sense in this league that there are some star players who enjoy and embrace the spotlight. For Kawhi Leonard, you don't get the sense fame is his goal. This guy's out there trying to be the absolute best he can be and maximize his basketball abilities.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Pass to George. There's the drive. And the jam by George.
be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from three-point land so far. But you know, Kawhi never seems to be worried about popularity, Doris. Just boilerplate quotes. He's not trying to be catchy.
It boils down to two things for Kawhi Leonard. He wants to put in the work, and he wants to win. And while he fulfills his media roles, you better be on point with your questions because this guy suffers no fools.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Pass to Durant. Outside Irving. Lets it go from deep. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Irving's got 6.
Boy, the floor spacing that Kyrie Irving brings to the table is impressive. This guy can cash in from deep consistently.
Leonard, left side. Over Harris. No good off the glass.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Here's Harden. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And right now, if you're the defense, you've got to be careful. Harden excels at finding ways to get to the free throw line.
The first free throw is good. And the Nets making a change here. Harden hits them both. 1:05 left in the opening quarter. Williams against Harden. Williams' shot is good.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
The Nets with a lead. Harden, the pass to Brown. Back to Harden. Uses the glass on the layup. 12 points for him.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Let's go with a 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Green with a screen on Williams. Durant with it. Guarded now by Williams.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Fires from deep. Durant pulls it in. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Williams against Harden. Green with a screen on Williams. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's the Nets leading by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And earlier we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together, we move the ball, we make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
And that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity, B.A. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
We've got Reggie Jackson. Marcus Morris out there with Serge Ibaka. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Beverly in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
It's well known, Patrick Beverly is a gamer. He was asked, do enough players in the league go hard? He said, quote, I'll keep it real simple. No, not everyone plays hard. That's why it's a skill. That's why it stands out. It's all about will. Mine is stronger than most. Guy's hard to doubt him.
I don't either, Allie. Thanks a lot. Good stuff. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, you were one of those uber versatile players back in your day, and now versatility is a key, especially on the defensive end.
I love what you said there, B.A. Yes, we think of versatility, we always think offense, but defensively, it's just as important. And in this style of play that we're in today's game, you need guys who can guard multiple positions. They can guard and bang with big guys. They can guard on the perimeter against smaller guards. Guys who have that kind of defensive versatility are a huge asset to a good ball club.
The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Irving for 3. Unable to get that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Up top, Beverly, defended by Harden. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, Patrick Beverly puts it on the deck, drives to the cup, and will get to the free throw line.
No good on that one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And we know Patrick Beverly is one of those guys, you love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverly has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Up top, Ibaka, covered by Jordan, and the foul on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And we just got a second look there at an exceptional mobile 1 block.
We all know that close games can boil down to who makes a play on defense, and I'll tell you what, that was one heck of a rejection right there.
Williams is checked in for Beverly. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Irving against Williams. Pass to Harris. Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Now it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris's specialty? I think it is. Many people believe that Kyrie Irving has the single best handle in the game. I don't know if he's the best, but I know he's elite, he's precise, he makes everything look easy.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Irving, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Irving's got 8 points. And Kyrie Irving with his great handles. It's not just for show. He legitimately opens up space with the moves, Doris.
Yeah, he does. Kyrie can create just enough of a window to get himself a shot in any circumstance. And that's the reason this guy's such a threat to score. There isn't a defense that can keep Kyrie Irving from getting where he wants to go.
Here's Shamet. No good from outside. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. For 3, George. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Irving. Pass to Harris. Beyond the arc. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from deep here in the second. To the paint. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
The Clippers, Zubats, he's checked in for Ibaka. Kennard comes in for Leonard, and it's Jackson in for Paul George. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Williams in the post. He's guarded by Irving. Zubats, screen. Some solid defense from Jordan. The Nets have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Here's Irving. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Rebound by the Clippers. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Here's Durant. Yes, it's good. Durant's got 6 points.
Well, Durant embracing the contact, plays with so much confidence.
He got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Nets. They lead by 8. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
James, scoring seems to come easy for you. What's your mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys, just go out there and compete, have fun, and just play hard.
Well, the kids are getting a great show tonight. Good luck in the second half.
As always, terrific interview, Allie. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 14 points and 1 assist. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Hey, man, the Bears doing his thing again, guys. One of the best scorers in NBA history. Look, he has so many different moves. This step back right here, look at this. Wow, he's built to carry the load offensively.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that high a percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on a defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Brooklyn has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. On the floor for the Nets. Harris the 3 with Durant at the 4. James Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Jordan in at the center position.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
For 3, George. And it's Harris with the rebound. The Nets with the lead.
You know, I think most people consider Paul George to be an LA guy, but actually he grew up in a very small town, Palmdale. It's a little bit north. Fishing, city fairs, time in the gym, those were the big aspects of his upbringing.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Harris with it, now guarded by Beverly. Harris misses. Doris growing up in Palmdale, Paul George may be overlooked as a high schooler.
Yeah, no doubt, because he was outside the bright lights of the big city. And to this day, he wants to make sure his community isn't left behind. He goes back, he organizes fishing tournaments, fundraisers to refurbish parks and gyms, and bringing after-school programming to Palmdale. I love it.
Here's Harden, takes it inside.
Things are really going Harden's way. When he's on a roll, his shooting ability just explodes.
George against Irving. It's George with the drive.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. The Nets have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Outside Harden, three-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now. Going inside. George, good. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Harris on the wing. Jordan, the pass to Harden. Sinks it from distance. Harden's got 5. Points in the quarter.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
George with it. Durant covering. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Kevin Durant.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
The Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Green's checked in for Brooklyn. Shamet comes in for Irving. Grant, you and Scottie Pippen were 2 of the pioneers for the point forward role. Now almost every team is looking for that guy.
NBA, it seems like every team has that guy. And it speaks to how the game has changed and grown through the years. See, now in this era of positionless basketball, you need players who are multidimensional, players who are versatile, players who can dribble, pass, shoot. They can play multiple positions on defense. That's what's needed in today's game for success. So yes, you see a lot of that on teams throughout the NBA.
The Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Leonard with the ball. Harden picks him up. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
Williams is checked in for the Clippers. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Shamet. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Durant, pass to Green. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
Pass to George. Down low. Here's Zubats, and he makes it on the layup.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Brooklyn has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. On the wing, Green. Off target with the 3. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Here's Leonard. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Harden finds Durant. Harden with a screen on Leonard. Durant, pass to Green. Back to Durant. Clock at 4. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And that one's good. Green.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Morris outside. George outside. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Pass to Harden. And Harden gets the double team. Durant with it. He has 6. Back to Harris. Here's the 3. He can't get it to go. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. Here's Leonard, guarded by Durant. Back to George. To the middle. And the dunk by Leonard.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. Paul George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
Durant against Leonard. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside for Green. The 3. It's rebounded by Morris. For 3, George. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Make no mistake, that's a big-time 3. They've narrowed this lead, and we'll see if they can keep the momentum here.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. Nets out in front. They're up by 3. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Serge Ibaka, Reggie Jackson out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Paul George, and it's Batum in at the power forward spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Nice to see that Ibaka has added the three-point shot to his arsenal. You have now got to get a hand up on him when he's beyond the arc.
Now Irving. Outside, Green. This one for 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Sunday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Tuesday, they're off to Boston to face off with the Celtics.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Got it.
What you love about Paul George is if he understands he's got his game in rhythm, he's going to stay aggressive.
Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. It's Brown on the wing. Green, a screen. Brown passes to Green. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Oh, George with a steal. Inside, Batum. And he lays it up and in. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside, Brown. Here's Irving. It's tipped.
Wow, Patrick Beverly, barely 6 feet. Send it back, young Patrick.
And the Clippers call time here. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Clippers in the lead. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Brown against George. And he drops it in from the low post. George has got 16 in the second half.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Oh, George with a steal. In transition, here they come. Here's Batum. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Brown against George. Brown passes to Irving. Outside, Green, 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Nets missing. Now the Clippers with it. 9 points in a row, a good run going. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in. For Brooklyn, they've got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Outside, Brown takes a 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Pass to Ibaka. George outside. It's good. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
Brooklyn calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Hey, these fans love him so much. And when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. Left side, Durant. And he's going for the oop here. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. From downtown, Brooklyn with the board. To end the run. And it's Harden with the big finish.
And you can't underestimate Harden's ability to blow by defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side.
Leonard's checked in for Kennard. And here are the Clippers now. Big run right now for them, 11-2. George outside. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, make no mistake, Paul George is a physical guy. He will not shy away from contact on these moves.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Harris passes to Harden. The three is up. Jordan. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
To the inside. Here's Irving. And there's the rejection. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan. The Clippers have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Leonard for 3. The shot comes out. The Nets go the other way with it. And here's Harden. Pass to Irving. Inside. 6 to shoot. Harris. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Boy, Joe Harris refusing to give an inch, and he is rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. Nicely done.
And he ends up making the second, and that trims the lead to 6.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Leonard outside. And Leonard with the strong finish.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
And Brooklyn's shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Pass to Irving. Wide open look. Yep, right through the net.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Batum. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Jordan's confidence has just grown over the course of his career. DeAndre, for much of it, averaged less than 5 points per game, especially his first couple of years. Look at him now.
Leonard against Jordan. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that one on DeAndre Jordan.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Well, you think back to draft day in 2011. It was quiet then. It became loud as his career went on. But the Spurs get the draft rights to Kawhi Leonard on that day for George Hill. Incredible. Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
The 3 ball. Misses the shot. So the Clippers win it. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
PG, you just looked confident out there. How were you able to be so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. You know, within our offense, the key is to move. My teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. I just gotta stay within the offense.
You have to make that defense work. Wear them out. Thanks, PG.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.